Yo, Drake and Yachty have a
clips
great conversation.
Great.
Okay, I'll be honest, I saw the clips too, but they have a great, this is great conversation. They're doing the podcast, and it's two friends talking, and like two friends who've had incredible success in their careers, reflecting on their success, reflecting on therapy, reflecting on like how they see themselves.
They're at different generations too, which is kind of cool. Like
Yeah.
the way they talk.
Yo, that was the first
It
time.
was fucking awesome.
That was the first time Drake's been called old.
Yeah, hilarious.
He's been thinking it.
Yeah.
He's probably been thinking it, you know, which is probably the reason for a lot of his moves lately. But when Yachty said that to him, he had to ask, like, yo, how old are you? And Yachty was like, I was 25, and he was like, he had to think about that shit, like,
He
like,
said,
Yachty's only 25?
25.
There's a moment, and I think it was when Yachty called him old, where Drake's talking, and then he says, I'm 36 now or whatever, and Yachty goes, damn, that's old. And Drake stops mid-sentence, he goes, ah. And you could tell that shit in him. And he was like, oh, fuck.
Yo, Drake, welcome to my world, my boy. Okay? That's gonna be you for the rest of your career. You are the elder statesman now. You are the OG.
He says the same shit I say when people call me old. I'm like, you can get old, just wait. I can't wait till you get old.
It's the truth.
Like such an old comeback.
But it was so funny because Drake started going like, I'm gonna still be in shape. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna still be getting fly. I'm like, oh shit, that shit hurt him. Like that shit cut him deep.
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoyed the clips of the convo that I saw.
How old is Drake?
35, 36.
So I think that's when you start to realize your mortality a little bit.
He's got a kid. His kid is now older, and he's like having like a real relationship with him.
Yeah.
Once you pass that 35 is really the 40 threshold. You know what I mean? Like
Drake really 50 in rap years, bro.
What you mean?
Because he's been around the past decade.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Drake has given us so much music. Like, there's nothing, like when Drake's, Envy was saying the other day that he wants Drake to drop one more album before he retires, like a rap album. And I'm like, what more can he do?
No, he can't do anything.
He's
It's
given us,
solidified.
he's done everything, every genre of music. Like,
outsold everyone.
But this is the stuff that I think that he can do. Because I don't think that we've had this type of intimacy with Drake. So it's like Drake has been super vulnerable in the lyrics, but it's still contained to a song, right?
Yeah.
This was really cool to see somebody say, yo, are you old? And then him react. And keep that shit keep it in the podcast or keep it in the show.
I think Drake has a lot that he wants to say that for whatever reason, he's not able to convey it through music. Because he's been doing this lately. You know, he did this interview with Yachty, then a couple...
He did it with Caleb Presley as well.
That's who that was when
Sunday
he was sitting outside. Yeah.
No, was it outside with
it was
him?
somebody I saw him sitting out. Oh, no, he did Caleb Presley, but then he did another one where he was just like sitting outside somewhere. Like,
oh, that was like a live stream or something.
Yeah, he's been doing this more and more.
Good.
Yeah, because before that was just the Rap Radar thing that he did. That was it.
But it's good. Reflect. Like, I love to see it. And I love to see people, and maybe there's some self-interest in it because you're looking at people who have had success and if they're being reflective on their success and how it's changed their life and how it's changed their relationships and all these things, it's cool to know what they're thinking in their positions, right? Because you're always aspiring to be there, but you also want to know what the problems are when you go there. So, you know, selfishly, it was really cool, but you don't get to see uber successful people reflect that often. Maybe you get an interview on The Breakfast Club where you can like really open them up, right? But like, oftentimes, how often do we see it? Like,
I like it, but I still think it's too young for them to be reflecting. Like, even when Billboard did that list, when Billboard had like Kendrick Lamar as the #2 greatest rapper of all time, and I think Drake was like top 10. I'm like, yo, it's too early for all that. It's too early to have the Drakes and the Kendricks in the top 10s of all time.
That's
you just
business.
said he was 50 in rap years.
Yeah, but I think when it comes to greatest of all time, you have to do at least 15 to 20 years.
But that's business. What I'm saying is I want to know about how life experience has impacted you. To me, that's the most interesting. It's like he said an interesting thing when he was talking about the therapy shit, and he's basically talking about like how he got big titties.
I understood that reference.
And that makes sense. And it's cool to see like the therapist put it in a way for her to completely relate. You think that the girl, this bad girl that you're with got the big titties, everybody's looking at her? No.
The reason Drake
They're looking at your ass in the room.
The reason Drake sounds crazy repeating that is because when your therapist tells you things, therapist is telling you things, he's telling you things, or she is telling you things for you to understand.
In confidence.
You know what I mean? So whatever that reference that his therapist told him was for him. It sounds crazy to us, but she sat with him enough to know how to talk to him and to connect with him and to get him to understand what it is that she's saying. So to us, when he's repeating like, you know, that's why I can relate to women with big titties and, you know, I feel like a pair of titties in the room. It sounds crazy to us, but that is a conversation that his
I don't think it
therapist.
sounds crazy.
I didn't
Not to
think
me, but you go to therapy.
But I do love this idea that like she tried to communicate it in a bunch of other ways.
Yeah.
then
And he
she
probably
was-
didn't get it.
She was probably like, it's titties, bro. You got
Word
double
up.
D's. Like, everybody
Yes.
look at your fucking titties. Like,
I go to therapy, you go to therapy, we understand that therapy talk. I get that the therapist connected with him on a level, and now he's trying to relate to it to people, but they're probably looking at him like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah.
He talking about titties with his therapist? Yes.
Yeah.
A good therapist should meet you where you are.
yeah.
To take you where he or she needs you to go.
Yeah.
I think so anyway.
No, it was just cool.
I need
It's
a
a
better
rare
therapist.
conversation. Say what?
No, I need a better therapist.
Yeah.
Get Drake money, you can pay for great therapy.
They not
Big
talking about
references?
No, titties.
Oh,
So, Charlotte, you walk me, bro.
what?
So you got to bleach a little bit more.
Men have titties now too, by the way. I just want you to know that.
Oh.
Wait, what do you mean?
Men have titties.
Yeah, of course I have
Men
titties.
have
Yeah, you can get you a titty. You can get you a titty dick combo if you want it.
Hell
Yes,
yeah.
you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad that you acknowledge that finally.
No, I'm just letting Alex know that there's other stuff on the menu.
He knows?
You know,
You don't think he knows that?
Yeah.
He works at Cheesecake Factory. Look at his outfit. you don't think he knows about the menu?
100%. 100%. He know that not so secret menu. That not so
off-menu
secret
item?
menu.
Nah, the two of y'all could clown looks because y'all have aged and got younger. And I don't know what it is. This is a secret. Both of y'all.
yeah.
No.
That's good.
I'm good, bro.
You're like, I'm
not
him,
fucking
bro.
with you, bro. I feel bad.
Manipulate the fuck
Yeah,
out
you
of
just
me
made me
right
feel
there.
bad about making any jokes about you, bro.
Nah, but you do
That
got to
was
re-up
good.
on the Botox, though.
I gotta get my Botox in.
Your emotions are
I've been
starting to show,
hearing
bro.
that, though. You know what's so crazy? I've been hearing that a lot, and it's wild. I'm like, what?
Nigga, you got Botox. Stop it.
I never got Botox. I do chemical
are
pills
a
and stuff.
liar.
I would tell you if I got Botox.
Frown.
Huh?
Frown.
No, he got the lines.
Exactly.
He got the lines.
You
He
got
the lines.
Botox. You are a liar. You don't have a single line on your forehead,
don't.
bro.
What are you talking about? I have a big ass
Frown
vein
again,
right
frown
here.
again. No, you got a whole
Son,
fucking dorsal fin right here, dude. Yeah, you got it.
No, he got Botox, bro. You
I've never got
There's
Botox.
nothing wrong with Botox, bro.
I would tell y'all if I got
I
Botox.
see lines right here.
hat. No, he
I've
don't
gotten
got
the chemical. I get
no lines
chemical
on you.
pills. I'm overdue for a chemical pill. I've never gotten Botox though.
Cat.